So this is the second hour of rendering fat. As you can see, they have started reducing, so we shall leave them to reduce completely and expel out all the fat. As for now, they are still fatty and chunky. Oops. I've picked up all the fatty pieces. They have been reddened down, they are crispy and hard. And so now there is my fat, and as you can see at the bottom there is plenty of residue. So I'm going to sieve into this because I know the oil is hot. I'm not going to put into any plastic bowl or glass, so I'm going to use an aluminum pot and my metallic meshed sieve, which I don't use for tea, but it's for any other job in the kitchen. So there is my fat and the residue removed there. So I'm going to transfer to this and clean this pot because it's the one I'll use tomorrow to render the fat. So the next step, tomorrow 24 hours later, so tomorrow evening from 4 p.m. I'll render the fat so that I refine it completely. But so far, as you can see, there are no impurities. But what we want to do is to make sure that there is no water or moisture in our fat, so that when we transfer now into a container for use, we have no incidents of mold growth or bacteria. So that is the next step tomorrow. I'll give you an update. So tomorrow, before rendering my fat, I may add a little bit of water to this with rosemary to render out the last fat completely. Then the bits, the fat bits, which will be crispy, I'll be serving to my dogs a bit at a time, not the whole amount, just a few crumbles every day. Good morning, it's early morning. I have removed my tallow. This is the amount I got from one, and you can see from the bottom there's a bit of dust. Okay, this generally it's the black stuff from using an aluminum pot which has been washed with steel wool. So I'm going to scrape it off. I'll scrape it off. Then it's from this because I put my hot oil in this. So an aluminum pot washed with steel wool will produce that. So I'm just going to scrape it off, then later on cut it out and check whether there are any soft parts so that we render it. Later on in the day. I'll give you an update. So one of the reasons I was hell-bent on making beef tallow is because we make a lot of potatoes in this house, and tallow produces very nice potato wedges and potato chips. So to reduce on the use of vegetable fat in the cooking of things like tallow and beef, things like potatoes, potato wedges, potato chips, maybe my deep fried meat and everything, chicken, I opted now for tallow. So this is the first step. I'll keep you updated. Good morning, everyone. So this is the third render, and I'm doing a dry render. I didn't add water or salt. So as you can see, there isn't much bubbles, so we want it to heat on the gas because I'm able to control the intensity of the heat. I put on very low heat for it to melt and for it to boil a bit, and for the bubbles to come up. So I will sieve out. Once the bubbles reduce and the oil has relaxed, I'll sieve it out the last time and store it. And that is the final step, a dry render, which is the third step. The second step was I rendered with a bit of water and salt. And so this second one also is just to get rid of the moisture so that it lasts longer in my kitchen. Thank you. Welcome to my channel. I will give you an update as I cook with it. But for now, it is making very good sweet potatoes. Our deep fries, that is chips and potato wedges. Thank you and good day.